Welcome to another tutorial of HMT Mechatronics. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you quickly how to set up a timer on function in XG5000, which is the dedicated software package for LS industrial system PLCs. First of all, just create a new project. I'm going to call the project timer. Inside the ladder environment, we first have to put the timer function down. So by just going to function F10 on top here in your toolbar, you just go to F10, place it where you want to have the timer, and start typing TON, which is the on timer. If you need more information about the timer and how it actually works, you can click on Help, which will take you to the user manual. Inside the user manual, you'll find the different descriptions on what the inputs mean, what the outputs mean of this timer. It will also give you a bit of a time chart down here on how the timer will operate and function. And on the next page, you'll typically find an example of how to implement this timer. It's very simple, and I'm going to show you quickly how to do that. So let's put the timer down. You can give your timer a name if you want to. I'm going to demonstrate like a start delta timer here, and I'm going to call it delta. So that'll be the timer that counts the delta time. So I'm going to call my timer delta. You can give it an address if you want, or you can retain your timer. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to say OK. So my timer is called the delta timer up here. In order for the timer to work, we need to put a normally open contact in front to poll it or to make it active. And then I'm going to call simply start my timer. So I just go start. I'm not going to give it any address. I'll make sure it's a Boolean input. And for the timer to run a preset time, we just go to the PT, which stands for preset time. We double click there, and we can give it either a name or we can give it a fixed value. If you want to run it from an HMI, you will have to give it a name and then assign it to a particular address. But in this case, I'm just going to give it a fixed time set, which will be abbreviated like T#10S for seconds. If you want milliseconds, you just put in 10ms, or if you want minutes, it'll be just T#10m. Please note it turns into pink. Pink means it's a fixed numerical value you've inserted there, and it cannot be changed. It will stay like that forever, or as long as the PLC survives. Once the timer lapsed, it'll switch an output. We're going to put a normally open coil there, and that we're going to give a name like contactor, and you can assign that to any output address or input internal, whatever you want. I'm not going to give it an address at this moment in time because it's just for simulation purposes. I need to see it goes on. If you want to display your elapsed time on the HMI, you can give it a name, ET, that stands for elapsed time, and you can give it an MW10, which is just a random address that can be used on the HMI. My apologies, time is not a function of word, it's a function of a double word. So there it is. So let's put the PLC in simulation mode and see if it works. Once it's in simulation mode, just make sure that your PLC is in run mode up here. And now we can force that on by just double clicking on it and give it a true function. And there the timer runs. Once the 10 seconds elapsed, your contactor output will go on. It will only go dead once the start input signal goes off on the timer. And that's as simple as it. Timer on function. Thanks for watching. See you at the next video.